Slater doing an interview with your name.
James E. Porter Jr.
And he is, and the subject is on the Korean War. Okay, so, what made you want to fight in the Korean War?
Well, I didn't have a choice. I was drafted into the service, and that's how I become Army personnel, and I was in the Korean War.
Okay. Okay. So the second question is, what did you do in the draft?
Well, I had to go to St. Louis to take a physical, and I passed my physical, and I was inducted into the armed services, and I left home January of 19.
Okay. So how was it like to be in the draft?
Well, to be in the draft, it was all right. At that time, you either enlisted into the service or you were drafted into the service, and I was drafted into the service.
Okay. So how were you transported to Korea?
I was transported to Korea by ship, and it took 16 days going and 21 days coming back.
So how long did you serve in Korea?
I served in Korea approximately 11 months.
Mm. So, like, what did you expect from being in the war? Being in Korea, like in the war?
I guess I pretty much expected what I got. The weapons and so forth that we had to deal with, worked good, and we were protected from all angles. So, it was pretty much up to my expectations.
Did you want to fight in the war?
No, I really didn't want to fight in the war, but I felt like it was my responsibility to protect my family and my country. So therefore, I never give it the second thought. I, went and did my job and did it the best I could. So, I was good about that.
So, like, what role did you play in the war? For example, like the Air Force or Navy SEAL?
No, I was just regular Army personnel.
So, what was the war like for you?
Well, it was an experience that I will never forget. I saw some things that was disturbing, to a person being in the service. But I was there. I had to do my job, and I did my job to the best of my knowledge.
What type of disturbing things did you see?
Well, death, and here again, the way the way the people lived, or the way they had to move about, running, from their homes and so forth. No, I don't think so. We had a rock division of Korean soldiers attached to my outfit, and we all got along, just like, pretty much the black and white. Now, over in the States, we weren't treated as good as we were when we got overseas. There was a big difference.
Did your fellow soldiers treat you right?
No. Me and my fellow soldiers, we got along, good.
So, how has the Korean War affected your life?
Well, I think truly going into service made me a better person. And as far as the Korean effect of my life, there were some things that I will never forget. And secondly, it was an experience to, leave the States and go to a foreign country to see how people lived and so forth. And those are some of the things that I will never forget.
So did you know what you were fighting for?
Beautiful, for heroes proved in liberating strife.
Yes, basically we were fighting because the North Koreans and then of course at the time China joined in with North Korea, and North Korea was to overtake South Korea, and the United States wouldn't allow it, so the United States entered the war, and we were able to keep the conflict from happening and so forth, and so South Korea is still South Korea, and North Korea is still North Korea.
Do you remember what Korea was like?
Well, yes, Korea, it was dusty, rocky, mountainous, and the weather in the summer, it was extremely hot, and in the winter, it was extremely cold.
Can you tell me?
Well, one experience that I will never forget is the kids. When we would have breakfast, I can only remember really one meal per day. I'm sure we ate more often than that, but I can remember pretty much breakfast is that when we finished breakfast, of course, they had 55-gallon drums where the GIs would go and scrape the waste, the food that they didn't eat, into the barrels, to be hauled off, thrown away, or whatever. And somehow, the Korean kids, 4 and 5 years and up in age, would come, and instead of me and others scraping our food into the gallon containers, we would scrape it into their hands, or they would have a piece of paper or something that we would scrape it on, and they would eat. Of course, they weren't allowed, but somehow they managed to get in, and we just couldn't throw the food away, so they ate it, and that was one of the main things of the conditions over there that I'll never forget.
So
being in a war, here again, you learn to use the basic training and skills that you were taught here in the United States. And, of course, my basic training was cut in half. Usually basic training was 16 weeks. But my basic training was done within 8 weeks here in the United States, and then we were shipped over to Korea because they needed troops that bad, so they weren't able to give us the full 16 weeks of basic training. So they crowded the 16 weeks 16 weeks into 8 weeks, and then I come home for a short period of time, visit my wife, and so forth, and then away I went to Korea. Well, I guess yes and no. Some I would rather not, I'd rather not talk about, and of course I wasn't in battle, for the whole period of time that I was in Korea. Was attached to an ammunition outfit, and that was pretty scary because the ammunition being laid out into the fields and things, there was always that possibility of explosions and so forth, and we really didn't sleep real good at nights just for that particular reason. And my job was when the different groups, the Army personnel, Marines, or whatever, needed ammunition, they would come, and it was my job to see that they got to fill their request orders of what they needed. And of course, I had a lot of Korean with the ROC soldiers with our group to assist in getting them the ammunition and stuff that they needed, to continue to fight the war. And I forgot too. I wasn't in battle. It was just in case when I was attached to the 630 ammunition outfit that I think it was an M47 tank that I was assigned to drive in case it was needed. And I thank God that it wasn't, but I was equipped with the knowledge of learning everything on the tank of what to do in case we needed the firepower from the tank. So that was interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, like, how many major battles were you in?
Well, according to me, here again, I have a medal with 3 bronze stars, and each bronze star represented the major battles that you fought in. But I was thinking that I should have had 4, and maybe I'm not even sure because I haven't seen my medals for years, and it might be, 4 medals as opposed to being 3 bronze stars. And then, of course, you get the Korean medal, and I think my total medals that I was given was about 4. I don't remember just really what they were.
Oh, beautiful, for heroes proved in liberating strife. Who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, make God thy gold refined, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. And when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. But now wait a minute, I'm talking about America, sweet America. God done shed his grace on thee. He crowned our good. Yes, he did. Heavy brotherhood from